Students, Sairam, this is Megha Miss here, and today we will continue with our lesson number 9, carbon compounds. Okay students, this is our session 7. Now in the last session, if you remember, we have studied about the common name, common nomenclature, and we have seen about the IUPAC nomenclature, right? And I told you that it is very important you please study all the tables which are given in your text. As I told you before also, first thoroughly read your textbook, because the activities and all, most of them always come from the textbook. Okay students, so now proceeding with the lesson, we have also studied the chemical properties, if you remember, and we will continue with that chemical properties of carbon compounds. Okay student, now this is the third property which we are going to see, that is the addition reaction. Okay, now the apparatus what you are going to require is the test tubes, droppers, etc. We are going to take the chemicals: tincture iodine, bromine water, liquefied vanaspati ghee, various vegetable oils. In that we will take peanuts, safflower, sunflower, olive, etc. Procedure: take 4 ml oil in a test tube and add 4 drops of tincture iodine or bromine water in it. Shake the test tube. Find out whether the original color of the bromine or iodine disappears or not. Repeat the same procedure using other oils and vanaspati ghee. So we are going to just see whether we are getting any color change. Okay. So students, in the above activity, the observation of the disappearing or diminishing the color of bromine iodine indicates that bromine iodine is used up. Okay, if there is a color change, students, we will understand that the bromine or iodine is used up in the reaction. Okay, this means that bromine iodine has undergone a reaction with the concerned oil or substance, whatever we have taken. This reaction is called as addition reaction. Okay, when a carbon compound combines with another compound to form a product that contain all the atoms in both the reactants, it is called an addition reaction, students. Okay, you will remember, when a carbon compound combines with another compound, okay, to form a product that contain all the atoms in both the reactants. So whatever the atoms are there in the reactant, everything is there in the product, then we say that it is an addition reaction. Unsaturated compounds contain a multiple bond as their functional group. Okay, so they undergo addition reaction to form a saturated compound as a product. So unsaturated compounds will go an addition reaction to form a saturated compounds. Okay, the addition reaction of an unsaturated compound with iodine or bromine takes place simultaneously at room temperature. Okay, moreover, the color change can be felt by the eyes. Therefore, this reaction is used as a test for the detection of the multiple bond in a carbon compound. So, by adding, if there is a color change, by adding of iodine or bromine, we will understand this unsaturated, this is an unsaturated compound, okay, because it is containing a multiple bond, and that it has undergone the addition reaction. Okay, students. The unsaturated compound can also undergo addition reaction with hydrogen to form a saturated compound. Okay, students. However, it is necessary to use a catalyst like platinum or nickel for this reaction. So, it is very compulsory to use a catalyst. We have already seen that catalyst is a substance due to the presence of which rate of the reaction changes without causing any disturbance to it. Yes, you know what is a catalyst, right? Catalyst we are just using to increase the rate of the reaction. Okay students, I hope this part is clear to you. Okay, simple addition reaction we are using so that unsaturated compounds can be converted into the saturated compounds. Okay, now see here. This reaction is used for hydrogenation of vegetable oils in presence of nickel catalyst. So we are using this for the hydrogenation of the vegetable oil. Okay. You have seen in the above activity that iodine test indicates presence of multiple bonds, right? Double bond in a particular, mostly double bond in the molecules of oil, while vanaspati ghee is found to be saturated. When you add it in the vanaspati ghee, you will find no change in the color. So we come to know that vanaspati ghee is already a saturated compound. Okay, the molecules of vegetable oil contain long and unsaturated carbon chains. Hydrogenation transforms them into saturated chains and thereby Vanaspati ghee is formed. Unsaturated fats containing double bonds are healthy while saturated fats are harmful to health. Okay students, so you can see here I have taken first, this is the unsaturated, right? Double bond is there. So I am doing hydrogenation, means addition of hydrogen H2, but in presence of the nickel catalyst or platinum. Okay. So what you are getting students? I am getting what? See, that double bond has break and it has become a single bond. Okay, so and hydrogens will be getting added, one hydrogen here, one hydrogen here. Yes, so you can see both the carbon, the tetravalency is satisfied. Okay students, I hope this part is clear to you. Okay, should we proceed? See, fourth point is the reaction, which is the substitution reaction. Now as the single bonds CH and CC are very strong, the saturated hydrocarbons are not reactive and therefore they remain inert in presence of most reagents, means chemicals. However, saturated hydrocarbons in presence of sunlight react rapidly with chlorine. Okay students, in this reaction, chlorine atoms replace one by one all the hydrogen atoms in the saturated hydrocarbon. The reaction in which the place of one type of an atom or a group in a reactant is taken by the another atom, group of atoms, is called substitution reaction. Okay student, means the place of hydrogen is going to be taken by the chlorine atoms. Okay, so we will see chlorination of methane is a substitution reaction which gives four products. Okay students, you can see here the reaction CH4 plus Cl2. See the first one I am reading. Okay, CH4 plus Cl2, in presence of sunlight you are going to get CH3 dash Cl plus HCl. Okay, so one hydrogen is replaced by the chlorine. Okay, then CH3Cl, now this we are taking. Okay, CH3Cl plus Cl2, in presence of sunlight you get CH2Cl2 plus HCl. Okay, now this we are taking. Okay, so CH2Cl2 plus Cl2, in presence of sunlight, important, you will get CHCl3 plus HCl. Okay, this one. Now we will take this. Okay, CHCl3 plus Cl2, in presence of sunlight you will get CCl4 plus HCl. Okay students, so this is the type of the chlorination which occurs in methane. Okay, so still large number of products are formed in the chlorination reaction of higher homologues of alkanes. Okay, so more and more products can be formed in the higher alkanes. Okay, now important carbon compounds. We are going to study two important carbon compounds students. One is ethanol and another is the ethanoic acid. Okay, at the room temperature, colorless ethanol is a liquid and its boiling point is 78 degrees Celsius. Generally ethanol is called alcohol or spirit. Okay, ethanol is soluble in water in all proportions. Okay, when aqueous solution of ethanol is tested with litmus paper, it is found to be neutral. Important to remember students, ethanol is a neutral substance. Okay, consumption of small quantity of dilute ethanol show its effect. Even though in condemned, still it has remained socially widespread practice. Yes, you know this. Consumption of alcohol harms health in number of ways. You know this students. It adversely affects the physiological process and the central nervous system. Consumption of even a small quantity of pure alcohol called absolute alcohol. Pure alcohol, you will remember, we also called it as the absolute alcohol, can be lethal. Okay, very dangerous. Ethanol being good solvent, it is used in medicines such as tincture iodine, solution of iodine and ethanol. Okay students, cough mixture and also in many tonics. It has a good effect on the body, but it when it is mixed up with something to make a medicine. Okay, but it has got, if you are if your consumption is of the alcohol directly, it is bad for health. Okay students, so now Chemical properties of ethanol we will see. First one is the reaction with sodium. Now all the alcohols react with sodium metal to liberate hydrogen gas and form sodium alkoxide salts. In the reaction of ethanol with sodium metal, hydrogen gas and sodium ethoxide are formed as the product. So important reaction, you will write and practice, students. 2Na, I am reading it out. 2Na plus 2CH3CH2OH. Okay, this is your what sodium metal we are taking, and that is reacting with the ethanol. Okay, what you are going to get? Sodium ethoxide you are going to get. Okay, CH3CH2-ONA plus H2 gas will be liberated. Okay, students. Now we will proceed. Second one is the dehydration reaction. Okay, now what is this, students? When ethanol is heated at a temperature 170 degrees Celsius with excess amount of concentrated sulfuric acid, one molecule of water is removed from its molecule to form ethene, an unsaturated compound. Okay, students. Here concentrated sulfuric acid acts as a dehydrating agent. Okay, so the reaction CH3CH2OH gives you CH2 double bond CH2 plus H2. Okay, students. So see here, this is important. 170 degrees Celsius and in presence of concentrated H2SO4. Okay, students. I hope this reaction is clear to you. Okay, we will proceed. Now, chemical properties of ethanoic acid. Now, ethanoic acid contains carboxylic acid as its functional group. The chemical reaction of ethanoic acid are mainly due to its functional group. Means what? Ethanoic acid, it contains the carboxylic acid as its functional group, that is COOH. Okay, students. Now, the first we are going to see, that is reaction with base. A reaction with strong base. Now, strong base we are using here sodium hydroxide. Now, ethanoic acid gives neutralization reaction with a strong base sodium hydroxide to form a salt and water. Okay, students. So just you can write this reaction and see. Okay, I'll tell you in the next slide, but I want you to just try out what you are getting. Okay, you have studied neutralization reaction. Okay, so you take ethanoic acid, you react with the sodium hydroxide and think what the products will come. Okay, which salt will be formed. Water is one of the product, you know. Okay, so the IUPAC name of the salt formed, what salt it will be? Sodium ethoniate. You see the formula, you can see. Okay, do and see. So sodium ethoniate, while its common name is sodium acetate. Okay, students. Now the next reaction we are going to see, that is the reaction with carbonate and bicarbonate. So we will see. Okay, student. Ethanoic acid reacts with the basic salt, namely sodium carbonate, to form salt, sodium ethoniate, water and carbon dioxide gas. So you can see the reaction. 2CH3COH, okay, plus Na2CO3 gives you CH3CONA plus H2O plus CO2 gas. Okay, now the CO2 gas of the effervescence pass through the gas delivery tube and reacts with the lime water in the test tube. Like what if I am passing the CO2 gas through the lime water? Students, you will see that the lime water turns milky. This tells us that yes, carbon dioxide gas is released. Okay, if the sodium carbonate is used instead of sodium bicarbonate is used, okay, instead of sodium carbonate, then similar observations are obtained. CH3COOH plus NaHCO3, students, what you are going to get? CH3CONA plus H2O plus Cl2, same products you are getting. Okay, students, I hope this reaction is also clear. And as I told you, we will see the reaction with a strong base. Okay, what I told you, write and see. CH3COOH, that is acid, plus you are taking a base, that is NaOH, will give you a salt, CH3CONA, sodium acetate, the common name, plus H2O, that is water. Okay, students, I hope it is clear to you now. Okay, so second part we are going to see, that is the esterification reaction. Now what is this, students? Substances having ester as the functional group, okay, are formed by reaction between a carboxylic acid and a alcohol. Ethanoic acid reacts with ethanol, okay, in presence of an acid catalyst and ester. Ethyl ethoniate is formed. So you can see the reaction, students. ethanoic acid, that is CH3COH plus ethanol CH3CH2OH in presence of acid catalyst. Okay, what you are getting, students? Ethyl ethoniate CH3COO CH2CH3 plus H2O. Okay, students, so you will remember the reaction. Okay, here one H is replaced from the ethanoic acid by the ethanol half group, that is CH3CH2. Okay, students, so esters have sweet odor. Majority of fruits owe their odor due to a particular ester present in them. Okay, student. Esters are used for making fragrance and flavoring agents. When an ester is reacted with the alkali sodium hydroxide, the corresponding alcohol and a carboxylic acid in a form of its sodium salt are obtained back. You will get it back. Okay. This reaction is called as saponification reaction, as it is used for the preparation of the soaps from fats. Okay. So see, if you take ester plus sodium hydroxide, you are going to get sodium carboxylate plus alcohol. So you will get it in the form of the sodium salt, as it is told. Okay. So sodium carboxylate. And this reaction we called it as a saponification reaction. This types of reaction we are used in the preparation of the soaps which we are using from the fats. Okay, student, I hope all these reactions you are going to write and practice, students. All the names of the IUPAC names of all the compounds you will write and practice. Okay, we have come to the end of the today's session, students. So today we have studied about addition reaction, you saw, substitution reaction. Addition reaction, you know, unsaturated compounds you can convert to saturated one, right? Then we have seen substitution reaction. Yes, the hydrogen in the alkanes can be substituted by the chlorine. We have seen chlorination of methane, right? And then we have seen about the chemical properties of ethanol and ethanoic acids. Okay, esterification, saponification, all the reactions are very important. Write them and practice. Okay, students. So here this is the last part of this chapter. The next part, which is their macromolecules, okay, that you don't have the whole page, whatever the next two till the end, everything has been skipped from your portion, okay, for this year. So you are not going to study that part. Okay, so this is only the end part of this lesson. I have completed with the lesson today. Okay, so go through this chapter properly. Practice all the IUPAC names and the tables I told you yesterday also. Okay, students, so here we have completed with the lesson. Okay, next part, whatever is then macromolecules and all, you don't have it for this year. Don't study them. Read the textbook properly till this concept. Okay, so I hope today's part also will be clear to you. We'll meet in the next presentation with a new lesson now. Okay, students, so thank you. Saira, take care.